Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to your Week 7 Pick'ems. My percentage correct is always 100. Never is. Never even close. Probably 50-50 most of the time. But anyways, we're getting right into this with the Icy Hot Bowl. Steelers versus Bengals. I'm taking the Steelers. The Bengals without Joe Burrow are genuinely a tragic team, and I don't think Joe Flacco improves them that much over Jake Browning. My personal opinion, you trade Trey Hendrickson because you're not making it to the playoffs this year. You trade him to a contender, get picks, get offensive linemen. That's your goal. Get an offensive line. Next up, we have I think this is the last game taking place in London, I think. We have Jags-Rams. Probability dictates that it's going to be the Rams. But personally, I think Jacksonville could pull this one out. Liam Cohen is a pretty smart guy. He knows how to operate that offense. And he trusts Trevor Lawrence to make sure it gets done. Then on top of that, the Rams secondary is genuinely pretty bad. And yeah, I think Travis Hunter might have a little bit of a breakout as a wide receiver here. I don't think the Rams are a god-awful team, but their secondary is not fantastic. I think Jaguars take this as basically their secondary home. Next up, Saints-Bears. Bear down, baby! I'm taking the Bears! I love my Bears! Yeah, this feels like a little bit of a trap game, but in the end, it should be an easy win for the Bears. Bears take it. Head on into Week 8 with a 4-win streak. That would be excellent. Be very nice. Next up, we got Dolphins-Browns. I'm taking the Browns. Dolphins, offensively, they're probably the better team of these two. But that Cleveland Browns defense, Myles Garrett. Oh, yeah, I think the Browns take this one over Miami. Next up, Raiders-Chiefs. You see, a reasonable man would say the Chiefs have this. Geno Smith is going to throw 5 picks. Trent McDuffie's going to get 2 of them. But the Raiders always take 1 over the Chiefs, at least. This year's Chiefs don't look great. Now they did get Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy back, so they do have 2 elite receivers. So, of course, Patrick Mahomes is an MVP candidate because he's throwing to great receivers, while Baker Mayfield can throw to a 6-stringer, and that you can throw a touchdown to a 6-stringer, and somehow that reduces his odds of being an MVP. You know. Sorry. I'm taking Raiders here. I think Ashton Genty will make people question that Chiefs run defense. And I think Geno Smith might click for him finally. But that offensive line is atrocious. So, Raiders somehow squeak it out. Next up, Eagles-Vikings. I'm going Eagles. They need a bounce-back game. Genuinely, if it's Carson Wentz starting for Minnesota, I might lean more Vikings. But there's reports that J.J. McCarthy might be starting, and if that's the case, I think Philadelphia pretty easily takes this one. Next up, Panthers-Jets. I think the Jets win one here. We'll see, but I think they win this one. No real thoughts on that one. I just think they squeak it out. Patriots-Titans. Let's go Patriots. I think the Titans are really, really bad. They're 1-5, but they are an 0-6 team, if we're being honest. Like, the Jets stayed in games and lost them somehow. The Titans somehow won a game. Let's just get that clear. Cam Ward threw an interception. That interception got fumbled, and that fumble was kicked into the end zone, and Tyler Lockett laid on top of it. That is an abomination of a series of events in a football game, and it happened, and it was beautiful. That's how the Titans got their only win, and it might be the only one they get. Giants-Broncos. See, this one's tough. My heart tells me the Broncos should win this. But the Giants have only won against teams that definitely should have beat them. To be fair, is a banged-up Chargers. And I think that's going to factor in a lot here. Philly has genuinely not looked great this season. I'm going to give it to Denver. Yeah, that is the correct choice. Give it to Denver. Denver wins this one. They should. Yeah, moving on. The Indianapolis Colts or the LA Chargers? San Diego Chargers. Sorry about that. I'm going to dead name them. I'm going to take the Colts here. Odds, for some reason, where I'm looking, keep saying the Chargers are going to take this one. I think it's the Colts. They barely lost to the Rams. And let's look at the Chargers. Do they even have Joe Alt back? They do not have Khalil Mack back. Henley might be out. Like, they are just... Quentin Johnson, is he back? Like, they just have been missing a lot of people on the Chargers, and they've kind of just straight up fallen off. I think the Colts are a real team. They're a serious threat to everyone in the AFC, and we should all praise Indiana Jones. Next up, Packers-Arizona. Just out of the purity of my heart, I'm going Arizona. I will not elaborate further on that. Commanders-Dallas. I think the Cowboys got this. See, what I'm predicting is the thing that happened to my Bears last year after facing the Commanders, how it derailed our season. I'm predicting something like that might happen to the Commanders. You know, I think them losing to a team that they perceived as one of the worst teams in the league will derail their season. Moving on. Yeah, Dallas wins that. We got Atlanta versus San Francisco. The Falcons are really confusing. They beat the Bills, but they got shut out 30-0 to the Panthers. I don't think the Panthers are all that real. I think there's just insane shit happening, and they're beating up on bad defenses. But the 49ers lost their entire team. They might have George Kittle back. So it's CMC, Mac Jones or Brock Purdy, basically the same guy. Mac Jones might be a little bit better. George Kittle, CMC. Their wide receivers die every week. And they lost Warner. Okay, that is a massive blow to that team. That might be the most important person on the team. Because it's easy to outscore your opponent when your opponent can't score. And Fred Warner will do everything in his power to make sure that ball does not touch the end zone. So, I'm giving this one to the Falcons. I think Bijan has another crazy game. Drake London will be tearing it up because Penix will probably not have much pressure compared to other quarterbacks against the 49ers. And Darnell Mooney might be part of it. Who knows? But yeah, I think Falcons take this one. Detroit versus Tampa. The Lions versus the Bucks. I'm taking the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers are the Super Bowl favorites right now. Like, what Baker's doing is insane. Just give him MVP now. We are, like, there's, after this, 10 more games. 10 more games for him. So we're almost halfway through the season, okay? And he is such a clear front runner. If he can keep this pace, I don't think there's a debate. I genuinely don't think there's a debate for MVP. Baker Mayfield is popping off. It's insane. He's not a fast guy, but he will run for a first down. And people say he's not a good quarterback. He is throwing to six-string rookies, and getting touchdowns. Baker's crazy, man. Not even touching the fact that Tampa's defense isn't bad. They've let some high-scoring games go, and I think they could tighten things up. Sure. But, like, you know, if they're able to get Chris Godwin, Ibuka, and Mike Evans all on the field at the same time, especially with K-Dot also there, I don't think you can stop that offense. Throw in Bucky Irving. Oh, baby. Like, what are you supposed to do? Who do you put your most attention to? You don't focus on Bucky Irving. He's going to run it through you. Okay? So if you don't, you have to protect against the run because of Bucky Irving or Rachaad White, frankly. If you aren't focused on that, they'll tear you up. And then it's like, okay, if we protect it from explosive plays and make sure that these wide receivers don't take up 20 yards of play, then K. Dalton's just going to go short yardage and chew through you like that. This is a crazy team, very good, very exciting to watch. One of my favorite teams to watch right now. This will probably be the game of the week, Monday night at 6 Central, Tampa Bay versus the Detroit Lions. I think that will be a shootout game. Great game to watch if you have the ability to watch it. I would suggest you do. Then Texans, Seahawks here. Seahawks are like really good this year. A lot of their secondary is injured right now, which sucks for them. But that offense is good enough that they should be able to streak some wins until their defense comes back for playoffs. So, yeah, Seahawks take it. Those are my picks for the week. I had to rush this video out because I've been sick in bed like all week. So I kind of just, this slipped my mind to do. But here it is. Take your pick'ems. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. See you next week and next video.